Hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take brought to you by Stanley Law Offices and our great friends at the Al and Angus Pub. You know what? I have lost total confidence in Sean McDermott as a head coach of the Buffalo Bills. I know there's still a lot of time left here this season. The Bills have 5 games to go. They could sneak into the playoffs. Right now, they're barely hanging on in the number 7 spot. But Sean McDermott is a defensive mind. He's a defensive philosophy type of head coach. He doesn't go for the jugular. And I feel like in the offseason, a lot of people got in his ear about having to run the football, I'm cool with running the football. I'm cool with the ground game to a certain extent. If you don't have the personnel, you can't do it. The Bills have Diggs and Sanders and Knox and Josh Allen. Throw the ball. Their DNA right now is to throw the ball. And I felt like against the Patriots, it was actually there all night long. People were so concerned about the Bills going into the wind, last drive. What are they going to do? Josh Allen threw the ball into the wind. Fine. He threw it fine the entire game into the wind. He did it in the fourth quarter on the last drive. They didn't execute in the red zone. They were able to throw. If they had thrown more in the first half, stop trying to give it to Singletary, Moss, and Matt Breida, maybe the Bills would have had more opportunities to try and execute in the red zone. This is all coming back to Sean McDermott. There's a disconnect between him and Brian Daboll, and it's got to change now. The Bills have got to go throw the ball 40 times this week, 40 times the next week, 40 times the week after that, all the way to the end of the year, and ride out this DNA until you can go in the draft or go in free agency and get somebody back there who can actually run the ball. Because until you get that guy or 2 guys, you're a throwing team. I'm sorry. And it's there every time. 5 yards to Diggs, 6 yards to Beasley, 8 yards to Knox if he can catch it. Gabe Davis over the middle, great hands. Allen missed him in the second half, wide open touchdown. That play gets made. The Bills probably win the football game. So throw the ball until you get the right personnel. There's a reason why New England can run it, why Tennessee with Derrick Henry can run it, why Jonathan Taylor and the Colts and their power offensive line. The Green Bay Packers. There's a reason why all these teams are grounding and pounding. It's because they have the personnel. The Bills don't have the personnel. It's all back to Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott and their culture building and their roster building and all the BS. The time is now to continue what got you to the dance last year. Throw the ball. Sean McDermott, sit down with Brian Daboll and throw the damn ball. ML Sports Take brought to you by Camilla's Golf Club and Welch & Company Jewelers.